Hello, Leo. Welcome to your body tarot reading. Your root problem right now is the Ten of Fire. You're feeling overburdened. Ten of Fire. Burnout. Okay. So, the Ten of Fire can feel as though you're about to collapse under the weight of all your obligations, from domestic commitments to a busy work life to all those extra projects we take on as passions. Our energy levels can suffer from being overstretched. It may be time to sit down and make a list of everything you are doing or want to do and begin stripping it back by delegating, scheduling a time for completion, or simply letting it go as something that will not be achieved in the near future. So, to me, Fire, Ten of Fire, Ten of Fire is basically saying that you're doing too many things at once. It kind of reminds me of somebody who's in a kitchen, and not only are they cooking, they're cleaning and they're doing dishes and they're organizing things and they're doing everything in that kitchen. And they need to focus on one task at a time. This also reminds me of somebody who's reading multiple books. Somebody could be reading multiple books about psychology or about astrology or about anything. And it's like they either need to separate it, or I don't know. It's almost like you're juggling. Um, what is it? Too many pots in the frying pan? I don't remember the phrase. I know there's a phrase where they say too many chefs in the kitchen, but that's not the same as you doing all these things. And you don't even have to be married or have kids to be this busy. You could be, like I said, wearing yourself out in the kitchen or all over your house doing all these random things. And whew, tired, Leo. It's like you make yourself tired. So we also have subconscious reactions. For your subconscious reactions, we get the heart card. The heart card is about self-care. So your subconscious is being like, hey, Leo, you need to slow down and take care of yourself. Drink some water, slow down, lay down. Yeah, you need to drink more water to pump more blood around your body. Um, the chambers of your heart must also fill up with love for yourself before you can project that love forward onto others. So, before you go out and run around, you need to drink some water to get the blood pumping through your heart. Because if you're not drinking enough water, you're not taking care of yourself, and you can't really take care of other people if you're dehydrated. Um, when this card comes up in a reading, it is often an indication of where you are holding on to vital energy and perhaps denying either yourself or others the love and care needed. Okay? You need to step back from giving too much of yourself to others. You need to take some risks and begin a journey that will return you to yourself. So, and instead of running all over the place, and if you are a caretaker and you take care of a lot of people, you need to stop and take care of yourself, because eventually somebody's going to pass out. I mean, that type of energy, somebody's going to pass out. It's like those celebrities you see on stage, and it's like, look, Rihanna passed out, or look, so and so passed out. And the reason why is because they were running from place to place, going on all these tours, and they weren't drinking enough water. And when they were dehydrated and barely eating, they passed out on stage. And you can't be a performer or a caretaker or whatever it is you do if you pass out. So, You need to return completely to yourself. I mean, like, completely. Like, I don't mean like be bored and not do anything, but you need to cut off all the people that are draining your energy. And for your conscious actions, we have two of metal, boldness, boldness. So your subconscious is telling you that you need to take better care of yourself. And consciously, it looks like that's what you're going to do. You're going to be bold and let certain people go. Now, being bold doesn't mean, getting up in someone's face and being like, I don't like you, and this is why. And being bold could be you just not answering the phone one day. Sometimes taking a risk is a foolish endeavor, but if you have done your research, the energy of this card supports not playing it safe and striking forward in a bold way. And it kind of reminds me of a teacher I used to have in college. Every now and then he would say, be bold, and we just had a good laugh at, the way he said it, like, be bold. And this isn't an excuse to put all your savings on a card game. More that if you take a considered risk, such as an expansion of your business, it is likely to pay off. This is talking about you expanding your business, doing more in your business. Okay. So, for example, I read tarot cards, but I've started studying astrology because I feel like astrology is going to help me more with learning the tarot. In addition, I mean, I've been studying psychology, but I eventually decided to study astrology because I decided to get out of my own head and look at other factors at play. So that was me expanding on what I've already been working on, which is learning about myself and the world around me. So you'll be expanding some sort of business, or the advice is to expand some sort of business. So for example, maybe say if you had a garden and you took care of tulips and all you had in the garden was tulips. Some of you may decide to start cooking your well, not cooking, growing your own food, getting plant pots and soil and actually growing your own food and seeing how that works out. Um I've always been really iffy about growing my own food because I used to watch a show about bacteria and how bacteria and organisms can get into what you plant for yourself. And so I was always really iffy about it. I mean, it's different if you've got like a greenhouse, but I mean, like out in the open, I was always scared to do something like that. But you'll be expanding something that you've been working on. Now, the helpful influences are mistrust. I don't know why this is a helpful influence, but it is. Nine of Fire, mistrust. This is helpful for you at this time. It is helpful for you at this time to not trust certain people, to keep your plans quiet, to not tell people what you're doing. If there's something you're going to do, keep it to yourself, okay? Because if you don't keep it to yourself, there are some people out there that like to try to control your life, and they'll be like, no, Leo, that's not what you should do. You should do it this way. You should do it that way, and just being a pain, right? So what's working for you at this time is it's taking you a long time to learn to trust again. This card can put in an appearance when you are hesitant about the motivations of others and suspect them of foul play. It is important in this instance to look at where you may be attributing cunning and ill intent where there is none. If you find it nigh on impossible to stop assuming the worst, this is a good time to step back and work on that aspect of your psyche. It is true that you can encounter people who want to take advantage of you, but if you assume that as a default position, you will miss out on a lot of great connections. Which reminds me of a quote one of my friends used to say, which is, you miss all of the chances you don't take. So, not everyone is out to get you. But if you feel this way, it may be working for you at this time because you need to grow a business. Okay. You need to branch out and expand your business. Now, the final outcome, we see the lovers, the ear, the lovers, the lovers. So this person's not going to let up. Whoever it is you don't trust, it's almost like by you distancing yourself, it makes them want to be around you even more. Okay. So when you consider what your personal values are, you arrive at your own morality and sense of right and wrong. So this is why this person keeps coming back. They keep thinking that you don't have any values, you don't know who you are, and that they can just come in and say, well, if you don't have a dream for your life, I've got a dream for your life, and these are my values, and they're trying to push themselves on you, and it's really not funny, but the reason why I'm laughing is it reminds me of certain people I've known before. So, if you are working on yourself at this time, you may want to look into what your values are so this person can't come in and push their values on you. But your values may not tally with the rest of society's notions about a moral code. But the important thing is that you respect your own decisions in life and stick to your own standard of behavior. So if this person comes in and they try to be like, well, I know you've had a hard past, Leo, but that's not fair to me. And you should do this for me and should and should and should. I would just stick to my own values. So often a decision or dilemma arrives with this card, and you must consult your rational rather than emotional thoughts on a matter before you decide what to do. So if somebody wants you to do something you don't want to do, think about how you would react rationally. Like, okay, like rationally, this is not going to work out because I know me and I know if they, get me to do something I don't want to do, this is how I'm going to react. And looking at things from a rational point of view rather than reacting. Because some people do that. Some people wait until the last minute to tell someone their values and then they react. And by that time, there's a lot of anger there. And when met with two equally desirable outcomes, instead of worrying about what you might be missing, embrace the choice you make as the only path there could have ever been and commit to it passionately and without regrets. So if you feel like you can't trust this person, follow your gut, follow your heart. Don't worry about, well, I think I missed a great opportunity or I think I missed. Just focus on what's best for you at this time. Now I'm going to pull a Language of the Flowers card for you to end the reading. But that's some strong energy. It's coming in strong. There used to be a quote like that. There used to be some sort of quote about if you don't have a dream, you better get one because other people will try to recruit you for their dreams if you don't have a dream. Here's your flower card. Desire, red tulip. Red tulip, this person desires you. So, red tulip, desire. What is this desire card about? So, focus and success in matters of the heart and a greater understanding of your attractions and passionate encounters are indicated. So, you were attracted to this person. New feelings and inspired energies for other elements in your life need your attention and a bit more work. Follow your heart and emotions when making decisions. What you have been wanting may soon be within reach. So it could be that you were missing this person at some point, and you could have also been separated from them for a while. Um, you could be becoming freed of addictions. So you may at this time see this person as a friend, but in the past, the energy was hot and heavy, and maybe you felt addicted to them. Maybe there was some sort of codependency, but that's being let go of. Like there's still desire there, but it's not a desperate neediness desire. So the energy is better for both of you because somebody is healing in this connection where they're not coming off as needy and codependent anymore. It's more of like a relaxed energy that makes it easier to be around each other. So, that's all I have, Leo. And just keep working on you. And when this person comes back, they will come back. They will come back when they are ready. Thank you.